Sometimes you have to know the difference between knowing and trusting. This is your next reflection. Sometimes you have to move your faith from your mind to your heart. You can look at the scripture, Proverbs, the third chapter, and the fifth and the sixth verse. And that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. I'm GW. Please take a second. Follow, subscribe. Look at the description section of this channel and see how you can see written versions of this on Substack and new offerings on Gumroad. You know, there is an important difference between knowing about God and trusting it. Knowledge fills the mind. Trust changes the way we live. Most believers understand that God is faithful. We can quote verses, we can recall sermons, we can explain biblical truths. Yet when uncertainty comes, we often depend more on our own plans than we do on God's promises. Information alone cannot carry us through difficult seasons. Trust requires that we surrender ourselves to the Lord. Trust begins when certainty ends. It's choosing to obey even when the outcome is hidden. It's believing that God's wisdom is greater than our understanding, and his timing is better than our scheduling. Every challenge reveals where our confidence truly rests. Now, do we rely on what we can calculate or on the one who already knows the end from the beginning? Faith matures when truth just moves from our heads to our hearts. The goal is not simply to know more about God, but to know him well enough to trust him completely. I ask myself this question: where am I relying on my understanding instead of trusting God's direction to me? Think about that. Where am I relying on my understanding instead of trusting God's direction? So I think we ought to take an action step today. Identify one situation that you've been trying really hard to control. And today, very intentionally, place it before God in prayer, and then take the next painful step without demanding to see the entire path. Remember, faith is a long game. Again, take a second, subscribe, follow. Really do enjoy that you've come and listened to me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.